test for the Steelers, and I really don't know if they can win. And the narrative, I mean, if they lose this game, is who are the Steelers going to beat in the playoffs? Even if they do make the playoffs, even if they're lucky enough to make the playoffs, who are the Steelers going to beat in the playoffs? Because outside of the Patriots, Steelers haven't beat a playoff team. They beat the Ravens, they beat the Colts, but as it stands right now, neither of those teams are playoff teams. So other than the Patriots, who the Steelers beaten? Nobody. You can say that about the Lions, but the Lions have beaten teams very convincingly. They've beaten teams multiple occasions, giving up 40 points a game. I'm not giving up, put up 40 points a game. Their offense is insane. I'd say every receiver they have on their roster might be playing better than the Pittsburgh Steelers right now. So, can I really think the Pittsburgh Steelers are going to win this game? It's hard for me to predict Steelers to win this game. I didn't predict them to win the game last week. That was the first game. I didn't predict the Steelers to win all year, and this might be the second one. I mean, the Steelers are going into Detroit, big fat underdog, 6.5 point underdog. I mean, I can say Tomlin does at times get wins, upset wins over teams like this, but I don't see it happening in just Steelers fashion. It's going to come down to the last game. I really think this is going to be a bad week for the Steelers. Y'all might not like to hear this, but I really do think this is probably going to be a bad week. I think the Ravens can beat the Patriots. I think the Patriots are going to get exposed. They got exposed last week. They were an underdog at home to the Buffalo Bills, and they let Buffalo come back in a game that they had complete control of and win that game. And now I think Baltimore is going to be able to beat New England. And I think it's just too much for the Steelers. Just like I said with Detroit, they've basically put up 40 points in multiple games this year. Multiple games this year. Steelers have given up over 30 points in multiple games this year. And not only the Detroit offense, the Detroit have a way better offense than Steelers statistically, everything. It's just they are not good enough to their defense is just as good as the Steelers defense, just as good. So I really can't pick the Steelers to win this game, and I think it's really coming down to that last game of the year. So what it's going to boil down to. Maybe the Ravens lose to Green Bay. Maybe they lose to the Patriots, and then the Steelers just beat Cleveland, and then it's handled from there. They can rest their starters. I could see that possibly happening, but I just don't see the Steelers beating. And not only that, they have trouble stopping the run. So, I mean, that would be a very convincing win for me if the Steelers win that game, but I just don't see it happening. I really don't see it happening, man. What's up? If y'all, who do y'all think is going to win, the Steelers or the Lions? I mean, let me get a poll up here. Can I get a poll up here? I don't know. I mean, they have a two-headed monster, multiple wide receivers. Hutchinson, as good as Dylan Cook played last week, Hutchinson on Dylan Cook, I think that's just a mismatch. I don't care how good Dylan Cook played. He's what, a fourth round? What is he? He's just he's like a fourth round. He's not. Man, I don't see that matchup, them winning that matchup. They're going to be able to get pressure on Rodgers possibly, even though the offensive line has played great this year. I think they're going to be able to get some pressure on Rodgers. And the Steelers can somehow win. It'll be amazing. I will say the defense has looked a lot better since, I don't know, they changed. They got rid of Thornhill. They got rid of Darius Slay. The defense is way better. So can they stop the run? Defense is totally different with or without Harmon. So with Harmon in the game, can they stop the run? Toys R Us. Toys R Us. Steelers. It's going to be a tough game. I just don't see them winning. I wish I could predict the Steelers to win this game. I just don't see it happening. And what they do the best, really, and how they've been winning games all year long, pretty much, is forcing turnovers. And Jared Goff has not been able to force any turnovers pretty much since he hasn't been throwing turnovers. He hasn't been turning the ball over. So I really don't see Steelers being able to force turnovers. That's how they win games. But Goff, his completion percentage is off the chart. He's throwing a ton of touchdowns. He's not turning it over. He's got weapons all over. He's got a pretty good defense that's forcing turnovers, getting after the quarterback. This is the second game I predicted the Steelers lose all year. Guaranteed loss Sunday. No way we beat Detroit. Gotta pay Patriots. We win Sunday night. Gibbs gonna have a big game Sunday. I mean, you have no confidence. I mean, I'm not gonna say it's a guaranteed loss, but we're gonna have to force turnovers, and that's gonna be hard to come by in this game compared to other games. Because I got to give Jared Goff credit. He's a pretty good quarterback. So you could be right. And I think it's going to have to come down to that last game. Pray Patriots win. I mean, that'd be nice. Really, all the Steelers have to do is beat the Baltimore. That's mainly what I'm concerned with. If we get help, we get help. But when it comes down to playing Baltimore and Pittsburgh, I'm very confident in that game, and I feel Steelers should be favored. And I can see Baltimore losing to Green Bay, Steelers beating Cleveland. Let's see. You're telling me Dan Campbell's going to outcoach Mike Tomlin? I don't know, man. I don't know if Dan Campbell can outcoach Mike Tomlin. 6-7. Who's number 6 in the league and who's number 7 in the league? Gotta hope Ravens lose Sunday into Green Bay, but I can see Ravens winning Sunday night and trying to come down to the last game. And I don't sleep on Cleveland, even though we should win that one. Go Lions. Got the Lions in the I mean, Steelers definitely should mop Cleveland. Merm is a GOAT. I mean, you're talking about that receiver? He's one of those type of receivers that are just he's one of those type of receivers that the Steelers have a tough time stopping too. Because we like to run his own defense, and he's like a possession receiver, so he's just gonna him and Goff probably just have they just have chemistry to where you just can't it don't matter what defense you're running. They're gonna know what defense you're running, and that's gonna be tough to stop him. Joey Porter Jr., Asante Samuel Jr. I mean, they put all this money in the secondary, and this is the type of matchup to where that's why they they get rid of Slay. I mean, Duggar, I guess, has been doing good. Asante's been playing good, but Asante fell in the Steelers' lap and had to cut Slay and had to get rid of Thornhill. Bring in Jabril Peppers, bring in all these people off the street to make it work. It's been working, but they could get highly exposed in this game for sure. I mean, you definitely got a lot of good wide receivers. I gotta give Detroit credit. So really, though, Ernie, at the end of the day, all we gotta do is just put the third down the drain, and that's the Ravens. So even if we lose this game, I want Steelers to go in there full force and try to win this game, but I mean, Detroit's a really good team, and then you win. Then what are you going to say? If they win, then they win this game. Tomlin made slight adjustments that got the Steelers playing the best football of the season. Going to Cleveland, and then they got to play Cleveland after that, which should be an easy win. And then if the Ravens happen to lose one the rest of the way, dude, we're in there. And then we get a de facto bye. You get a de facto bye, I'm loving life. No matter who we play in the playoffs, Steelers got a chance. You have to say the Steelers have exceeded your expectations, man. You have to say the Steelers have exceeded your expectations this season, bro. To have zero expectations for them to win the division and have a home game. I mean, come on. Lions are going to the playoffs, especially the NFC's tight. You're third in. I think the Lions are third in their division right now. The Bears and the Packers are ahead of you. It's crazy. And there's a lot of good teams. You got the NFC West over there too, along with the North. So it's tough. Steelers got to win their division. That's the only way they're getting in. This is like honestly more of an important game for the Lions than it is the Steelers, to be honest. You can throw that on there. I mean, the Steelers basically can end the Lions season if you want to be technical about it. I'd be shocked if we somehow pull off Sundays, but I don't see it happening. Well, better win a playoff game or still zero expect. How you guys? You can't have it both ways. How are you trying to have it both? You can't have it both ways. And what if they win the playoff game? And then is that a good season, or what if they don't win? Is it zero expectations still? If they win a playoff game, they have to win another playoff game to meet your. What is the extra or Super Bowl? Is that the only way? What saves Tomlin's job, in your opinion? What do the Steelers have to do this year to where you don't fire Mike Tomlin? Super Bowl or bust? Or win a playoff game and his job saved? In your opinion? What's the bar that Tomlin has to reach this year to where they're gonna can him if he doesn't meet what's your expectation to save his ass? I want to win, not be stuck in mediocrity. Okay, so if they win no playoff games, he's fired. Okay. So what if they win one playoff game? You only gonna fire Tomlin? Or you keeping him? What? Okay, so you keep Tomlin if they win a playoff game. I'm saying if they win a division, Steelers win a division, he's not getting fired. And I don't think deserves to be fired, especially if Vegas had their win-loss, the over-under at 8.5 wins to start the season. And they finished with over when Vegas predicted them to win. And they probably predicted them to finish, I think, third or last in the division. So they won a division they were predicted to pretty much finish last in. I would say Tomlin exceeded expectations this year if that happens. In my opinion. That's how I would view this season. Sorry you can't win a Super Bowl every year. But to be predicted to go dead last in your division and win it, I would say you exceeded expectations for the year. Personally. Or very least third, we'll say they were predicted to go. Going either way. We win a playoff game. So what if they win a Super Bowl? Do you still gonna fire him after we win a Super Bowl then? Who? So if they win a Super Bowl, it's not him. That was Aaron Rodgers then, or how does that work? Don't you owe Crow because you said the Steelers were going to lose to Runt? You owe Crow because the Steelers lost to Runt. You said you was talking all kinds of shit to Runt. Said the Steelers were going to lose to the Ravens, and the Steelers were going to lose to the probably the Dolphins too. You probably picked the Dolphins to win that game too. So don't you owe Crow? What are the rules? How's the rules? What is the expectations on that? How's that work? And if they win, oh man, imagine if they beat Detroit, bro. I don't even know what to say. They beat Detroit, man. Seriously, if they beat Detroit, oh, you got to say the Steelers are. You got to say they're a contender if they beat Detroit. I'd say they beat Detroit and then beat Cleveland. Ravens lose and they get a de facto bye, bro. Oh, bro. Either way, if it comes down to the last game and they beat the Ravens and own Lamar Jackson like they always do and win the division, I gotta say, man, say they pull the Patriots or some crazy shit, and that's who I would really like to play. That's who I want more than anybody is the Patriots, man. So if we get the Patriots at home and then whoop them, no, she's not a real fan to begin with. No, she is. She bets on all the games, and then people bet Welcher on the games. That's how much of a diehard fan she is. She bets bet Welches. That's how much of a diehard fan she is. So you can't say she's not a real fan when she's betting bet Welches and losing the game. And see, look, this is how we're gonna win the division right here. We're gonna put the Ravens right down in like the doo-doo that they are, right down into the doo-doo drain. How's she not a fan when she's betting bet Welches out here getting burnt? Come on, man. That's not right. Let's see. Can I put another background up here? Let's see. Aaron Rodgers knows Detroit, dude. He might come out there, bro. He might come out there, man. He's been on fire, dude. They force a couple turnovers. That's all the Steelers needs, a couple turnovers. And then Aaron Rodgers go out there. You don't think the Steelers can force a couple turnovers in this one, Ernie? And then Aaron got, look at it. Come on, man. Look at Rodgers out there, bro. Come on, man. It's going to be like this, bro. He's going to be like, bang, bang. Ooh, he'd be like, bang. Come on, Ernie. Come on. And how you gonna say Runt's not a real fan, dude? Where's it? Show receipt. Show receipts. Not if she's a TV fan or knows the basic histories of the Steelers. Oh, okay. She's out here betting bet Welches, bro. Like she's gonna be like the Aaron Rodgers in this game. The bet. That's how Aaron Rodgers is basically. See, if Aaron Rodgers can duck the pressure as well as the bet Welcher's duck runt, dude, Steelers have a good chance to win this game, Ernie. I'm telling you, that's going to be the keys to victory in this game is Aaron Rodgers being able to duck the bet Welchers like they duck runt. It's a good key to the game right there. Key X factor of the game, Ernie. I'm telling you. Hold on, we're going to take a commercial break here, too. Give me a second. Wait, retouch. Another key to the game, obviously, is forcing turnovers. You got to be able to force turnovers in this game to win. And I think that's definitely a key matchup. Dylan Cook, Aiden Hutchinson, being able to stop the run, which they haven't been able to do. Detroit, high-flying electric offense. Put up 40 multiple times, like I said, this year. Steelers giving up 30 multiple times this year, so it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. Let's take it 1 week at a time and see what happens. I don't see us win this Sunday, but winner better next in Cleveland. Hope Ravens lose to either Patriots or Packers. Dude, if Rodgers be ducking, like the bet Vultures be ducking, duck one, and then come out, throw a charge, throw a touchdown pass. I like their chances, bro. I like their chances, man. Seriously. I like it. Touchdown Steelers. Here we go. Hey, what's up, Rod? We're breaking down the key factors of the game here. And one of the key factors of this game is if Aaron Rodgers can duck like all the bet welchers ducked on. He said you're not a real TV fan, and I said, well, you're out here, betting belt welchers and everything, and they're out here ducking. And if Aaron Rodgers can duck as well as them, they have a very good chance to win this game and keep themselves in the driver's seat, to win this division, make a playoff run, baby. That's all I know. I'm trying to figure out what the expectations are to where if Tomlin gets fired or not. So basically, even if they win a playoff game, Tomlin still deserves to be fired this year. So if they win 2 playoff games, does he get fired or does he not deserve to get fired? That's what I want to try to figure out next. I'm trying to catch you up, Rob. What's going on here? And Aaron Rodgers is the dude that. See, look at him. Let me see if I can find a better one. Let me find a better one of the green screen here. Hold on. Look. No, wait. Yeah, I made one. Look. Here he is. Look. St. Vincent D. Rogers. St. Vincent D. Rogers, bro. Don't play with him. He's been cooking this year, man. And he's been really cooking these past 2 games. So we'll see. Uh-oh. St. Vincent de Rogers. Hello, Keon Maximus. Must have felt assault and said hi. Hello. Shout out to everybody. Make sure you hit the like. Can I put a poll up in this live? I could have sworn I put polls on lives. No, I guess that's just on Facebook. You only can put polls. Wish I could put a poll on this live. Well, maybe here. Can I put a poll here? Nope. I don't think I can. If you think the Steelers are going to win, type 1. If you think the Lions are going to win, type 2. If anybody's out there. Oh, it's guaranteed. This one's a guaranteed loss. Guaranteed loss. Just like Yinzer Max said, it's guaranteed loss this game. 2. Ernie goes 2. Guaranteed. We already know you guaranteed loss. You're on the guaranteed loss list over there. Guaranteed loss list. I predict the Steelers will lose this game too, so I got to go 2. I'm going 2. Second game I predicted the Steelers will lose all year. I hope I'm wrong, though. And I still think they're going to beat Cleveland and the Ravens, and it won't matter. But Detroit's really fucking good. Really fucking good. And I don't even know if I'm allowed to say the F word on here or not, to be honest. I don't think so. Yeah, that's why I'm saying the F word and curse words. I'm going to put this shit up here. Come on, man. St. Vincent D. Rogers, man. Come on, man. You gotta have faith, Ernie, dude. You gotta have faith, Ernie. Gotta be like this, bro. You gotta win. Let me find. Where's my? I think I got one right here, bro. Where's the fuck is it at? Where they at? Where they at? Where they at? I think I got one. Don't worry, I'll find one, bro. Trust me, I got one. Trust me, I freaking got one, bro. Better believe I got one, bro. Super Bowl one, dude. Okay? Super Bowl one. Turn this goddamn green screen off. Shut that bullshit off for a second. Alright. See? You see? I'm busting it out for this game, man. Busting it out for this game, man. There could be some Steelers fans up in Detroit, okay? They're ready. They want this win. And they want this playoffs. And that's what the Steelers need, bro. Alright? Just a little fucking faith, bro. A little energy. A little good energy. You know? Going into the fucking tournament. Because you win this game, you pretty much seal the deal and say the Steelers are going to be in the motherfucking tournament, okay? And I happen to believe that Mike Tomlin's a better coach than Dan Campbell. So, and without their offensive coordinator, they're still putting up 40 game, but I don't know. They have the same record as the Steelers. So you throw all these numbers up in the air. At the end of the day, it's 2, 8, and 6 teams going at each other. They're third place in their division. We're first place in our division. So, you said that the past 2 games. So, I mean, I don't know. Tell you, you're delusional at this point. Mike Tomlin is 10th all time in NFL wins. I mean, I don't know what else to really say, dude. He's 10th all time. I mean, we did lose TJ. And the Steelers are what now? 2-11 without TJ? And I don't see TJ playing the rest of the year. So, I mean, I guess I could see why you're pessimistic. But the way I see it is you sit here and you say that there's 0 expectations. Well, the expectations by the national media and all these people putting Steelers down right now, Vegas, the odds makers, had the Steelers at 8.5 wins. So there's 3 games left in the season as it stands now. The Lions, Cleveland, and Ravens. Steelers already have 8 wins. So, we're the Steelers. We expect championships. Well, yeah. But this is not the same NFL as it was in the 1970s. It's just not. The free agency, the salary cap, everything's different than it was then. And the NFL is basically built and made built to be competitive, to where you cannot just run away with the championship every year. Like before the salary cap, and the Cowboys basically bought all their Super Bowls, and the Steelers happened to put together a great roster in the 70s and have a dynasty and win 4 Super Bowls. Like what Chuck Noll did is really not going to be replicated ever again. Bill Walsh did it in the 80s, and then Bill Belichick came along. And once every generation. Bill Belichick cheated to do his. I'll give Andy Reid props. And Bill Walsh was a true innovator of the game, so I'll give him props too. I'm smoking that Lions pack right now, and I'm smoking the Pittsburgh Pirates pack right now because I think, if they make one more move, they can maybe, just maybe, get a wild card, maybe in playoff team next year. They got a pretty good pitching staff. They need some help with their bats. Herbie's coming back next week. That's great news. And Frazier's playing Sunday. That's really good that Frazier's playing. That's bigger injury than Herbig, in my opinion. You're not even a real fan. You don't realize they got two running backs that absolutely torched this defense. And with no TJ Watt nor Nick Herbig, yeah, good luck with that. I think we should sign Judon. But I think TJ Watt's your best friend, Mac. You shared the video, Mac Mange. You shared Mac Maine's video on your thing. I watched it. And he said how TJ Watt's a liability in the run game. And I agree. TJ Watt's a reliability in the run game. So, to me, they're going to put more defensive linemen out there. Rush Highsmith. Use more linebackers, inside linebackers. Patrick Queen, Malik Harrison, whatever his name is, that we picked up from the Ravens, and Logan Wilson. You have a lot of depth. And if, you got to give Sawyer reps, spot him and Highsmith. And you rotate them linebackers. You probably put Queen at outside linebacker. Essentially, use some of the defensive linemen as ends. And I think we'll be a lot better at stopping a run. I'd put Harmon, Benton, Cam, Highsmith. That's how I would have it. And then you'd spot linebackers possibly. And I'd want to stop the run. Be my main focus. Play zone coverage. Let me look at I wish I could pull your picture up and put it on a big screen. I'm not on StreamYard though. Garbo Swag 69. Shout out to Garbo Swag 69 in the building. And Ernie Stautner 70. And the Runster. The Duckster. The Runster. The Runster, like I said earlier, that's the keys to this game is, ducking, being able to, the Bet Welchers ducking the Runsters. If Rodgers can duck the pressure. Or if Dylan can cook and somehow win that matchup with Aiden Hutchinson. But I could see Aiden Hutchinson, coming a lot at Aaron Rodgers, and Aaron Rodgers running for his life a lot. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I mean, they're definitely up there in sacks and interceptions, Detroit. So it's going to be a tough game for the Steelers. No doubt. No fucking question. But yeah, we'll get the Jordania, whatever it is. You have no faith or hope in the Steelers. You said some shit about every game we won. I mean, I think the Lions are going to win this game, but I have faith we're going to make the playoffs. I said 10 wins. So we lose this game. The Steelers beat the Browns and the Ravens. They get 10 wins. I'm comfortable saying that, and they get in the playoffs. But they could win this game. I'm not going to sit here and say it's a guaranteed. The Steelers are guaranteed to lose this game. No way the Steelers can easily force a couple turnovers and they win. Steeler Nation, baby. Stilllir. You spelled it wrong. It's like Yiddish mixed with ancient ancient Anglo. That's kind of that's what Yinzer is. It's Yiddish mixed with ancient Anglo, and then you get Yinzer. Yins or geese. That's how that worked. Put it in a pot and stirred it up, and that's come out with it. Uh-huh. But yeah, I do have an Ernie Stautner doom and gloom prediction this week too, unfortunately, because I do see the Patriots probably losing to the Ravens. So, but I mean, that's just the way the Steelers are. It's gonna come down to the last game. They're gonna keep you on the edge of your seat all the way to the end until the fat lady sings. And the fat lady's gonna be singing in Pittsburgh one way or the other, either for the Ravens or for the Steelers. Now I'm on a creek. Down by the creek. That's what it's come down to. I think that's about this good way to end it.